Recent groundbreaking experiments led by the University of Rostock, combined with high-powered laser simulations at the LINAC Coherent Light Source in the United States, have officially shattered everything we thought we knew about the edge of our solar system, confirming that beneath the serene aquamarine clouds of Uranus, there is absolutely no familiar water or ice. For decades, standard science textbooks casually labeled this distant orb a predictable ice giant, leading the public to picture a tranquil, frozen world made of ordinary glaciers. Instead, macro-scale quantum physics testing under a staggering 1.5 million atmospheres of pressure has exposed an exotic, completely rule-breaking phase of matter known as superionic water. In this apocalyptic environment where internal temperatures rocket to several thousand degrees Celsius, the bonds of ordinary chemistry are utterly torn apart. Oxygen atoms lock themselves into a rigid, crystalline solid lattice, while hydrogen ions break completely free, flowing through the solid structure like a highly combustible, supercharged electric current. Uranus is not a frozen ball of ice, but a gargantuan, self-sustaining superionic battery hiding a toxic, metal-like subatomic soup that defies the laws of traditional planetary science.
This highly volatile internal chemistry is further destabilized by a deep, dark cosmic trauma that completely transformed the planet's entire evolutionary trajectory billions of years ago. Modern astrophysical modeling indicates that Uranus is the victim of a catastrophic, world-ending ancient collision, where a rogue protoplanet roughly twice the size of Earth violently slammed directly into it at a blistering speed. This colossal impact was so devastating that it literally knocked the giant completely onto its side, leaving Uranus to orbit the Sun at a bizarre 98-degree tilt, while completely scrambling its internal atmospheric layers. This planetary hit-and-run essentially trapped its internal energy fields behind a heavy blanket of superionic layers, preventing the planet's primeval heat from escaping into the freezing void of space. The result is a deeply isolated, heavily scarred geological anomaly whose suffocating outer clouds of hydrogen sulfide mask a dark, crushing interior, where the laws of thermodynamic equilibrium have been permanently broken by the sheer force of ancient cosmic violence.
The atmospheric chaos triggered by this ancient cosmic trauma has recently been exposed by the James Webb Space Telescope, revealing a deeply unsettling thermodynamic anomaly that defies the core principles of planetary science. New high-resolution three-dimensional thermal maps have confirmed that Uranus is undergoing an aggressive, unexplained internal cooling phase, actively freezing from the inside out. Unlike its sister gas giants, which radiate massive amounts of primordial heat into space, Uranus remains an eerie, dead thermodynamic void, emitting almost no internal energy. Astrophysics teams theorize that the massive, shattered fragments of the protoplanet that struck it billions of years ago have formed an impenetrable thermal blanket deep within the mantle. This dense, stagnant layer of superionic sludge completely insulates the core, choking off the planet's internal convection currents and trapping its residual heat in a subterranean prison. As a result, the outer atmosphere is left to violently drop in temperature, creating an unyielding sub-zero abyss where the normal planetary life cycle has completely stalled. This thermal suffocation has drastically warped the planet's magnetosphere, twisting it into the most deformed and unstable magnetic field in the known universe. While Earth's magnetic field acts as a stable, centered shield, the James Webb Space Telescope's near-infrared sensors have captured a magnetosphere on Uranus that is offset by a staggering 1/3 of the planet's radius and tilted at a violent 60-degree angle. Because the planet rolls along its orbital path on its side, this lopsided magnetic field completely reorganizes itself every single day, tumbling chaotically through space like a broken compass. This structural deformity triggers apocalyptic auroras that do not sit peacefully at the poles. Instead, they manifest as ghost-like blinding neon blue radiation storms that randomly slash across the equator. These roaming auroras relentlessly bombard the upper atmosphere with high-energy plasma, tearing apart methane molecules and turning the planet's sky into a volatile, radiation-soaked wasteland that completely challenges our understanding of planetary defenses.
As you plunge deeper through the radiation-soaked outer atmosphere, the crushing gravity forces you into the dark, churning heart of the planet's vast mantle, where you encounter the most alien ocean in the cosmos. Under a suffocating pressure of over 100 gigapascals, the molecular structure of ordinary matter collapses, turning this subterranean world into a vast, boiling sea of superionic water and ammonia. This is not a liquid water ocean as we know it on Earth, but a dense, glowing, metal-like fluid that acts as a colossal planetary generator. Here, the extreme thermal energy causes the hydrogen ions to race through the oxygen lattice like a torrent of subatomic electricity, turning the entire mantle into a highly conductive, shimmering dark matrix. If a human spacecraft were to ever breach this layer, its hull would be instantly crushed by the weight of 1,000 oceans and chemically dissolved by the highly reactive superheated ionic soup. This massive, churning fluid layer is what actually drives the planet's distorted, lopsided magnetosphere, creating a violently spinning electrical engine hidden beneath the peaceful aquamarine clouds.
This permanent state of internal chaos has forced international planetary teams to completely rewrite the laws of planetary chemistry. Quantum mechanics simulations indicate that at these extreme depths, the intense pressure causes methane gas to completely break down, separating carbon from hydrogen in a violent molecular divorce. The free carbon atoms, squeezed by the compounding weight of the entire planet, instantly compress into solid, flawless diamond crystals that rain down endlessly through the hot, metallic fluid mantle. Unlike Saturn, where the extreme core temperatures melt these gems into liquid rivers, Uranus is cold enough to keep them intact, creating a terrifying perpetual downpour of solid, razor-sharp diamonds plunging silently through the pitch-black super-ionic abyss. This means that thousands of kilometers below the surface, the interior of Uranus is not a stagnant mixture of gas and ice, but a violently active, chemically hostile factory where billions of carats of pure diamond are continuously manufactured by the sheer, unyielding physics of cosmic pressure.
At the absolute bottom of this endless cosmic downpour lies the ultimate secret of Uranus, a place where the rain finally stops and physics reaches its terrifying extreme. After falling through thousands of kilometers of the boiling superionic matrix, the billions of solid diamond crystals accumulate at the center of the world, forming a colossal planetary core made of solid, unyielding diamond. Squeezed by the compounding weight of the entire planet's mass, this diamond shield has grown into a monolithic structure thousands of kilometers thick, completely encasing the planet's deep rocky heart. This ultra-dense, sparkling fortress acts as the final thermal barricade, ruthlessly locking in the planet's remaining internal heat and forcing Uranus into its permanent, frozen state of cosmic isolation. It is a stunning, terrifying contradiction. A world that looks like a calm, featureless blue ball from the outside is actually a heavily scarred cosmic anomaly protecting a massive, impenetrable core of pure diamond. Understanding the violent, rule-breaking reality of this perverted ice giant forces us to completely reevaluate how planets evolve in the deepest corners of space. From the ancient world-ending collision that knocked it onto its side, to the lopsided wandering magnetic field and the boiling superionic oceans, Uranus stands as the ultimate testament to the unpredictable violence of our universe. The more our modern instruments pierce through its suffocating ammonia clouds, the more we realize that the cosmos is far more hostile, chaotic, and beautiful than science textbooks ever dared to admit. The deep space frontier is constantly rewriting its own laws, and we are just beginning to scratch the surface of these hidden planetary power plants. Subscribe to Exoplanet X right now for more deep space investigations, space race updates, and documented secrets of our universe.